Characteristics of graph. Objectives, positive and negative part of the graph, increasing and decreasing part of function, local maximum and local minimum, zeros of the function. First, I have to identify characteristics of graph. So to identify the characteristics, I have to know some keywords or mathematical terms. So I have to know the positive and the negative part of the function. So here, my x-axis here is my separator. My x-axis is my separator. All above the x-axis is positive part. All what's below the x-axis is the negative part. Okay? And how I'm gonna write the inequality here? I'm gonna write the inequality using the x-axis as if I'm writing the domain. So the positive part, I'm gonna write it from the 2, all what's above 2 till the positive infinity, and the negative part, all what's below 2 till the negative infinity. Okay, so that's how I'm gonna write it. So I'm gonna write the negative part from negative infinity less than x less than 2, and it's open because it's a common point in both positive and negative, so that's why I'll keep it open. This is the negative part. And from 2 less than x less than positive infinity, this is the positive part. Increasing and decreasing of a function. I'm gonna separate my graph into the parts from starting point till each peak. So from here from negative infinity less than x till the maximum point here, it's 3. I'm gonna read the positive, the x part of it. I have to read the x. So from negative infinity to the 3. Okay, and from the 3 here to this 5. So from 3 less than x less than 5, and from 5 to positive infinity. This part from negative infinity less than x, if I can see here, for example, the y is negative 4, and here the y is 4. So that means I'm increasing. Okay, I'm going, while I'm moving from increasing in x, I'm increasing also in y. So this part, it's increasing. And from 3 to 5, so from 3 to 5, if I can see here, the y is 4, and the 5, the y is 0, so it's decreasing. And the last part from 5 to infinity, so the 5 here, it's 0, and it's going up till 4 or more, yani, or more, so this is increasing. So I divided my graph into the parts increasing and decreasing. The last thing here is, not the last, here the last part of related to the peaks is the local maximum and local minimum. I have here the 2 peaks I have. Local maximum is when I'm moving from increasing to decreasing, it's a local maximum, and the local minimum when I'm moving from decreasing to increasing, and I read them as a point. So this point is, here's 3, so it's 3 and 4, and this point is 5 and 0. So here's the local maximum, and here's the local minimum. The last thing is the zeros of the function. The zeros of the function are where f of x equals 0. So the points that of the graph that cuts the x-axis. So here and here. So the zeros are the x-intercepts, and I write them as points. So x equal 2 and x equal 5. Let's here in this example, I want to write the positive parts and the negative parts. So I'll see the x-axis, or what's above the x-axis is positive, what's below the x-axis is negative. So I'm going to divide my graph related to the x-axis. So here it's from -2 to 0. So from -2 less than x less than 0. The -2 here is closed. 0 is open because it's common with me. So here it's positive. Then I have from 0 to 2, this is the other part, 0 less than x less than 2, and it's negative because it's below x-axis. The last part here, it's from 2 less than x less than positive infinity, and it's going up, and so it's positive part. Okay, decreasing and increasing, or increasing and decreasing, I have to divide my graph. So I have here this part from -2 till the peak here. So from -2 it's closed till the peak. The peak here is at 1, and the other part from from 1 to this part is at 3, and then from 3 to this part it's 4, and the last part is from 4 to this, it's also closed till 7. So it's from 4 to 7 closed. Here from -2 to -4, here y is 8, here y is -4, from -2 to 1. So this one is decreasing. From 1 it's -4 going to 3 with y 4, so it's increasing. The y values is increasing. And from 3 to 4, I can see here y is 4, here y is 1, so it's decreasing. And the last part here y is 1, and y here is 10, so it's increasing. The last thing is to find the zeros, so I can see the x-intercepts, or the part of the graph that cuts the x-axis, and I'm going to write x equal, I have here x equals 0 and x equal 2. Okay, and these two, or the x-intercepts, are the values of x where function, or the function itself, has y equals 0. And